Boop, boop, boop. Hello! Today I wanted to try a coloring technique that piqued my interest, but it starts with no color. Let's try it. Hello, sketchbook. Okay, let me see if I can explain myself. I found a coloring technique with alcohol markers that starts off with gray undertones to build up the shadows and make your piece look quite a bit more interesting. So I wanted to give it a shot. I saw it a few days ago and I saved it on my phone because I'm really bad at saving pins and then never coming back to them. I just wanted to make sure I came back to it. So I took screenshots. I have it in front of me so I can kind of follow along. But first, I need to do a little warm up. Okay, not gonna lie, that's the cutest little warm up I think I've ever done. I just decided that I wanted to draw a little mouse. And that is what I did. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. I just want to draw a little bit of a simplified version. So a simplified version of what? Are you asking that? Because I didn't say anything. I just want to draw a simple character so I can try out this technique and kind of figure it out. And I can kind of explain to you guys along the way what exactly is happening. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna redraw this guy because I keep looking at him and he's still cute. I'll just draw him quite a bit bigger. He's cuter down here, but that's okay. Step 1 is sketch. We've done that. Step 2 is an undertone. So in this little how-to, they choose an undertone color, which is exactly the tone that I have here, E380 Ash Rose, and they use this to build up the undertone and the shadows. I'm gonna do that, I guess. So you start off with just a pass over everything, and now we get to build up the actual shadows. Let's see what happens. Okay, so step 3 is going to be the, I guess I'm just going to do, I'll just put main colors. I don't know, whatever. I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to use this one, I think, for his main colors, E220. We'll see if it even does anything. And I think I'm going to do his little spots. I don't know if I should do it. That works. I used BR3 for eye color. Let's do a blue or a green. Okay, so once that is done, then you refine it with colored pencils. So I've got some colored pencils here. Is this a good? That's a good. Okay, I'm gonna start with a reddish brown and try to do some refining of this sketch. I don't really know what's happening, so I'm just gonna wing it. I should probably actually try a lighter brown, maybe even like a gold. Or what about an orange? Orange works, but I think it works best with the brown too. And then maybe take a blue and go around the eyeballs. Well, the irises, I guess. And maybe a little pinky for the nose. A reason why I wanted to try this is because in the last video I found out that I enjoy doing line work with the colored pencils. And I wanted to try, I'm not a very good refiner of things. And so I wanted to try my hand at doing that with colored pencils and kind of introducing that into my marker work. And so we're just going to continue with the experiment. Okay, thanks. Also, to be fair, the little tutorial that I looked up, it is like the quintessential art tutorial where it's like step 1, step 2, completely fine and polished piece. And so there's really no in between. It literally just says do this, and refine it. And the steps between point A and point C are not very clear. So I'm just kind of winging it, you know? Is this a mouse or is this a hamster? No, I don't know. It looks more like a hamster because of the cheekies, but In my head, it's a mouse. Okay, I think I'm gonna try, what is this? I'm gonna try this for the shadows on the fur areas. I think I'm gonna try to do some refining line work with this blue. Maybe make it a little bit more interesting to look at color-wise. I do want it to look kind of sketchy. Okay, honestly, for an experiment, that's not too bad. He's actually pretty ding-dang cute, I think. I really like how that looks. I feel like whenever I look at other people's sketchbooks and I see stuff like this, I'm like, no, there's no way I could ever do that. But all I needed was to be taught just a little bit of something so that I can kind of figure it out and implement it in my workflow like I normally would. I'm pretty excited. I can definitely see myself doing this. I think the whole point of having that undertone is to bring all of the colors together. So I want to try it in a character form with like blush and hair and stuff like that. I'm just gonna, gosh, I just love how this guy turned out down here. Ooh, I can't get over it. Let's just do a face. Let's just do a face and see what we can do with that. Excuse me, would you like your ears to be the correct size and in the correct placement? Or did you want lopsided ears? And by face, let me just draw an entire bust. Okay, let's go ahead and put some clothes on this lady. Not sure why I drew her in pool floaties, but that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like an oversized sweater like hanging off of her. I don't know if that really reads that way, but you and I know it, and that's all that matters. Maybe if I put some more material going around her shoulders, it'll make more sense. I'm gonna do chunky square earrings because I feel like I don't ever do square earrings. They're always hoops or just little round balls on the ears. And I think I want to put her in short hair. I don't know. See. I don't know. Maybe short chunky hair. All right, let me lighten this sketch and see what we can do with it. First pass. They didn't go over the eyes, but I have a white gel pen, so if all else fails, I can just clean it up with that. Basically, I'm just coloring in grayscale first. Kind of employing the same technique as in digital where you paint the underpainting as a grayscale layer with all of your values, and you go over it with an overlay layer with the colors that you actually want, and it just kind of streamlines your painting process a little bit. I feel like this is the same thing, same concept at least, you know? I feel like the hair is going to be really fun. Either really fun or just really stressful. I'm gonna go through and I'm just doing my lightest shadows first and trying not to go over too many spots until I absolutely need to. Second pass, going over it to make any spots darker. And I don't know how precise I need to be with this part. I wonder if I go back in with my colored pencil in the parts that are absolutely going to be shadowed, refine it before I do the overlay of like the skin tone and stuff, if that will kind of melt into this sketch and give me more depth. So I'm just, listen, we're just experimenting, so I'm gonna try it. The worst thing that could happen is that I don't like it. Let's try the over colors. I'm just gonna stick with the same colors so far as we did with the little hamster mouse. The mamster. I'm gonna use the pink for the blush. Now this is the first time I've done blush here, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. And then what? Do I go back over it with the skin or? Gosh, alcohol markers are so deceiving because I have to wait for them to dry. I'm curious about what the darker colors will do over top. If I'll just lose all of this or what will happen. So here we go. Kinda. Okay, so we know that. And I think if I go back over it with this gray, it's gonna actually lighten it. Oh, technically, I think this hair is over this ear a little bit. I'm gonna take that same blue that I used for her eyes and do it down here on her dress. Let's do pastel rose down here. And my YR2, nope, YR33, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. For the earrings, now refine. Okay, easy peasy. Let's start with the brown. So I can say that I am really, really loving this process. I'm having such a good time. I'm like forgetting to talk, which is not great whenever we are supposed to be talking. Hair turned out not too shabby. I also did some eye things. I think I want to fill in her lip here a little bit with a red, maybe, just to push those shadows a little bit. What if I went in with a purple now? And then let's take this blue again. I really like the blue outlines. Just feel like it brings a lot more interest to it. Let me sharpen this bad boy real quick. Aha! That's not sharpened at all. You've actually done the opposite of what I asked. Excuse me. Hey, get with it, pencil sharpener. Wow. Okay. Listen. Sure. On the mouse, I did a little bit, just like the tiniest bit of shadows on the eye. So let me see if I can keep telling myself not to go over the entire eyeball. Just the shadowy shadow parts. Okay. Okay. Where's my paint? Here, you, come here. Little shines here and there. Once that dries, maybe I can go back over them with the colors that I had used just to bring them back not so white. Okay, second attempt at the technique. Not too shabby. I'm pretty happy with both of those. Like, I don't even recognize those as my style. That's crazy. Do I jump into thumbnailing the final piece? I think I might. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I'm not telling you guys anything. I'm just doing something over here. Don't worry about it. I'm looking up references. Okay, I think I'm ready. I found this cute little lady, and I think I'm going to take one of these poses as a reference and see if I can recreate something pretty cool. Yeah, I'm getting excited. Are you going to sharpen my pencil this time? Are you going to choose to help me? Or are you now my enemy? Nice. Thank you for the cooperation. My makeshift pencil extender. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? I really like the pose where she is like looking over her shoulder with her little hat, so I think I'm gonna try to recreate that. Her head is about here, neck, shoulder, little sunflower hat on, which we can make that whatever we want, but sunflower hat? Wow. Nope. The sun hat. Could maybe try to do some sunflowers back here. Just big flowers. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. Today is a good day. Today's a good day for arting. I'm just surprising myself. I should have known whenever the warm-up was tickling my fancy so much. We should probably pick out her colors though. Let's pick different colors from what we've already been using, blah, 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 whatever. I am gonna keep this gray though. Let's just cover her up with all of this and so we can see what our colors look like on top. Undertone. Sticking with the 380. Skin color. I do like how the skin color turned out, but I think I want it to be a little bit more pinky. Should we try it? Let's do it. Yeah, I like that as a skin tone. Who are you? E470, T-Rose. Blush, I still feel like my light prawn is the way to go. Yeah. Eyes, I'm thinking maybe a brown even. I don't typically do brown eyes, I don't feel like. I think that's a good color. I need to put some eyes on her real quick because this is too scary. Is that better? I don't know. Probably not. If we do this blue-gray for her jumper and then do the flowers in like a sunflower yellow, that would be really pretty. What if we did like a pink for the hair? We already did pink for the hair. Literally the last video. Since we're going to be doing yellow flowers, we could do like an orangey-ish brown hair. That might be pretty. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's really cute. Okay. What if I put orange on top? Oh, or we can refine it with oranges. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. YR5 terracotta. And for the flowies, I think we just do different kinds of yellow. So let's start with melon yellow. YR33. I mean, we can't do sunflowers without Y2, which is sunflower. Do some lemon chiffon in there too. They're just yellow flowers. They're not sunflowers specifically. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Final sketch time. What is it with me and just an excess of colors? Can I just bring down my palettes a little bit and not get this arm right for anything? It looked so much better in the little tiny sketch. Ah, is that good enough? It's not good. It is good enough. I think I have my general idea down. I guess I'm gonna lighten in color now. Well, I'm nervous about it. Oh, okay. I'm nervous because new process, obviously, and this is like the first big version we've done, but I feel like we've progressively gotten bigger, so I feel like this shouldn't be too bad. Wish me luck. First layer. I think I'll do the flowers in a separate layer, so I'll just work on her first. Easy enough, pretty straightforward. I think that's all the places that I need. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be deepened, because I don't think that, even whenever I go back over it, whenever it first lays down, it does look darker, but then as it dries, it pretty much fizzles out. So I don't know how much it's actually doing to go back over certain areas. That might be better left for the color and the refining, not so much the underpainting. Skin tone next. Okay, blush, and then I think skin tone again. Not 100% sure. Directions are unclear, but that's what we're doing. Jumper. I do feel like this streamlines the coloring process a bit more, having that underlayer for sure. Not just for depth, but for coverage too, you know? What's next? Hat. Hair. Oh, and eyebrows. Ma'am, hello. Would you like these? You can have some. I'm gonna go in with the blush color for the lips too. Trying to trust the process because she's looking a little scary to me. I don't know what's going on here, but it'll be better once we refine it. Right. And now I think the only thing that's left is the flowers. So I'm gonna go and try to build those up, I guess. So cool, okay. I just put very loose guidelines for the flowers. So we'll go ahead and do the first pass, go back over them with our shadows and things. All the flowers are done, and now it's just time for the simple and easy, refining process. That's the process that takes the longest, but I think that might be my favorite part. The question is, do I remember exactly what I did? Let's start with the hair. Let's do the hair. And I think I'm gonna do a red, maybe? Let's try it and see what happens. Yeah, I think red was the correct choice to start with. Okay, I'm gonna try a pink to refine like the face and stuff. Let's go for a brown next. Okay, and then maybe if I do the orange again for the flowers. Oh, I forgot this part of the hat. All right, and then I'm gonna try to take this blue pencil, if it'll sharpen for me, actually. Okie dokie, here is our full spread all done. I really love how she turned out. I could have spent forever on the refining process. The part that we did do today, I am super happy with. I'll probably sit down with this a little bit later and keep on going because, a sketchbook really isn't ever finished. This was a super fun process to experiment with, and whenever I envision my sketchbook, this is what I want it to look like. This is what I want my art to look like, and I'm just so happy that we finally just happened upon this little helpful tip. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say. I'm just super excited. If you doodled along today with me, or you decided to give this technique a try as well, please post it on Instagram so I can see. You can find me at xSirensSketches. I would absolutely love to see all of your beautiful creations. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. And until I see you next week, don't forget to be kind to yourself. Bye!